Hello, everyone. Welcome to this channel. I am William. Thank you for joining me here. Today, we're diving into one of the most crucial practices in our technological age, auditing artificial intelligence. Think about the AI systems shaping our lives. They recommend movies, screen job applications, approve loans, and even assist in medical diagnoses. They are powerful, pervasive, and often opaque. So we have to ask, are they fair? Are they safe? Are they trustworthy? An AI audit is how we answer these questions. It's not just a technical checkup, it's a comprehensive health assessment for responsibility. In the next couple of minutes, I will provide you with a practical framework for understanding AI audits. We'll cover the why, the what, and the how. By the end, you'll know the key pillars of a robust audit and the critical questions you need to ask of any AI system. The motivation for auditing AI boils down to three imperatives pillars: risk, trust, and law. First, risk management. AI can fail in subtle, expensive, and harmful ways. A biased hiring tool can lead to discriminatory lawsuits. A flawed diagnostic model can cause patient harm. An unstable trading algorithm can lose millions. Auditing proactively identifies these risks before they cause damage. Second, building trust. For users, customers, and the public to accept and adopt AI, they need to trust it. Transparency through auditing demonstrates that an organization is not just using AI, but is stewarding it responsibly. It builds social license. Third, legal and regulatory compliance. This is no longer optional. The European Union's AI Act categorizes systems by risk and mandates strict assessments for high-risk AI. Similar regulations are emerging globally, from Canada to Brazil to the United States. An audit is your evidence of compliance. In essence, auditing transforms AI from a mysterious black box into an accountable, governable asset. Now let's get into the substance. What do we actually examine? Think of an AI audit as an investigation across 5 interconnected pillars. Pillar 1, governance and accountability. This is the foundation. Before we look at a single line of code, we ask, who is in charge? Are there clear policies for responsible AI? Has a formal risk assessment been conducted? We look for an accountable person or board, documented procedures, and a culture of responsibility from the top down. Pillar 2, data integrity. The old saying, garbage in, garbage out, is profoundly true for AI. We audit the data lifecycle. Provenance. Where did this training data come from? Is it documented? Quality. Is it accurate, complete, and timely? Representativeness. Does it adequately reflect the real-world population the AI will serve? If you train a facial recognition system only on one demographic, it will fail on others. Privacy. Was data collected lawfully, with consent? Are personal identifiers protected? The data audit is often where the first signs of trouble, like historical bias, are found. Pillar 3, model performance and robustness. Here we get technical. We move beyond simple accuracy. A model that is 95% accurate might still be catastrophically failing for a minority group. We examine appropriate metrics. For a cancer screening AI, recall, finding all true cases, is more critical than just overall accuracy. Robustness. Is the model easily fooled? We test it with edge cases, noisy data, or even adversarial attacks to see if it breaks. Explainability. Can we understand why it made a decision? For a loan denial, the algorithm said no is not acceptable. We need interpretable insights. Pillar 4, fairness and bias. This is the ethical heart of the audit. We must test for discriminatory outcomes. This involves identifying sensitive attributes, like race, gender, or age. Statistical testing. We run the model's outputs looking for disparate impact. For example, does the model approve loans for one group at a significantly lower rate than another when all else is equal? using fairness metrics, such as equal opportunity or predictive parity. Crucially, we look for bias at all stages, in the historical data, in the model's design, and in its final decisions. Finding it is step one. Having a plan to mitigate it is what makes an audit meaningful. Pillar 5. Deployment and monitoring. An audit doesn't end at launch. AI is not a set-it-and-forget-it tool. We audit the ongoing processes. Production monitoring. Are we tracking for model drift? The world changes, and a model's performance can decay over time. Human oversight. Is there a human in the loop for critical decisions? Is there an effective appeal process? Incident response. If the AI causes harm or fails publicly, is there a plan to retract, fix, and communicate? These 5 pillars, governance, data, model, fairness, and monitoring, form the skeleton of a thorough audit. How does this investigation actually unfold? It's a blend of detective work, science, and interviewing. Step 1. The document review. We start on paper. We examine model cards, data sheets, policy documents, and design specifications. This tells us what the team intended to do. Step 2. The technical interrogation. This is where we use tools to open the hood. We analyze data sets with statistics. We use frameworks like SHAP or LIME to explain model predictions. We employ toolkits like FairLearn or Equitas to run bias tests. We look at the code itself for quality and documentation. Step 3. The people and process interview. We talk to everyone, the data scientists, the product managers, the legal team, and even potential end users. We ask, what was your biggest concern when building this? How would you handle a biased outcome? The answers are often revealing. Step 4. Impact assessment and testing. Finally, we simulate real-world conditions. We might red team the system, trying to trick it or find its failure points. We review logs from pilot deployments. The goal is to see the gap between lab performance and reality. This process is iterative and requires a multidisciplinary team. You need lawyers, ethicists, domain experts, and engineers all working together. No one person has all the answers. Auditing AI is not simple. We must acknowledge the challenges. First, complexity and trade-offs. Making a model more fair might reduce its accuracy. Improving explainability might compromise performance. Auditors don't just find problems. They help navigate these difficult trade-offs. Second, the black box problem. Some advanced models are inherently complex. Our explainability tools provide approximations, not perfect clarity. The audit must assess if this level of explainability is sufficient for the risk level of the application. Third, a dynamic landscape. Regulations and best practices are evolving fast. An auditor must be a lifelong learner. So, what's the path forward? Continuous auditing. An AI audit is not a one-time certificate of health. It's the beginning of a cycle of continuous monitoring, evaluation, and improvement. It requires embedding ethics and oversight into the very fabric of the AI development lifecycle. Let's bring this home. Whether you are a developer, a manager, a policymaker, or a concerned citizen, you have a role to play. For builders and buyers, demand and create audits. Ask for the documentation, the model cards, the bias reports. Make auditability a core requirement from day one. For leaders, foster a culture of responsible AI. Invest in governance structures. See auditing not as a cost, but as an essential investment in risk mitigation and brand trust. For everyone, cultivate informed skepticism. When you encounter an AI system, ask the basic audit questions. What is it for? How was it built? How do we know it works fairly? What happens if it fails? Auditing AI is the practice of turning powerful technology into responsible technology. It is the bridge between innovation and ethics, between capability and trust. The goal is not to stifle AI, but to ensure it serves humanity, fairly, safely, and accountably. That is not just a technical necessity. It is a business imperative and a societal duty. Thank you for your time and attention. The journey to responsible AI begins with a single, thoughtful question. Let's make sure asking those questions and rigorously seeking the answers becomes our standard practice. If you found this channel is useful, please do subscribe and share it out with your friends and colleagues. Thanks again for your support, and have a great day ahead.